What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel where we talk all things boxing. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember to do that and put that bell notification on all so you can get notified as soon as new content drops. So there's a bit of breaking news on the subject that everybody's been talking about for the past couple of weeks, and that is Tyson Fury versus Oleksander Usyk, or nowadays it should really be Oleksander Usyk versus Tyson Fury. And the breaking news that's just come out today, I just heard it, was that on December 21st, the rematch is actually going to happen. So that's the date, apparently, that according to Turkey Al-Sheikh, His Excellency, he said that they were going back and forth a bit about dates, but now it's confirmed. Both sides have confirmed, as I said in the previous video, and now we've got the date, December 21st. I thought that October date they were talking about was a bit soon. It was a bit, it did seem pretty quick, considering both guys are a bit banged up now, and Fury's taken some damage, Usyk's taken damage, both of them have. And it was a good, entertaining fight for us as fans, but it was quite a taxing fight, quite the battle. And both guys took some punishment, they took some punishing shots. And December, I think, is a good one because it gives them a lot of time to rest. They don't have to go straight back into another camp. They can sort of have a rest and enjoy the family. And then at some point later, end of the summer period, they can get into their camp towards the back end of this year. I think that's a good time for it. December's fine. And the other, some of the belts already fragmented. I think the IBF and all that stuff is gonna go vacant and that. So yeah, for me, it's good news for boxing, and I anticipate the second fight being a good fight, being a good spectacle, just like the first one. As far as a winner, I like my prediction for the first fight. I think it's going to be a repeat for Oleksander Usyk. I think he's gonna probably outpoint Tyson Fury again, and he does have that surprise power where he can just wear you down and hurt you. When we didn't really see it coming watching the first fight, and I think Oleksander Usyk is my pick for me to win this, probably on points again. I think Tyson Fury has a very good chance though. There was a lot that he done well in that fight. I mean, I thought the body work he did was really, really good in the middle rounds. Those hooks to the body, and taking Usyk to the body and the solar plexus. I thought the speed of Tyson Fury in that first fight, when it came to those mid rounds where he was having his way with it, was brilliant. The skills were fantastic, and the speed of the shots was on point. He did very well. There were certain periods where Tyson Fury did very well, but the problem he had was that he was against a guy like Usyk, and with Usyk, he's just like a great fighter, and I think both of them are great, but Usyk just has that edge in him where he can look like he's losing a fight, and watching those body shots going in and some of these uppercuts and the big shots from Tyson Fury, you might have thought, and even I thought myself, wow, this is really going in Tyson Fury's direction. Tyson Fury's kind of taking control of this fight now, and Usyk's going to have to do something. And Oleksander Usyk, like other great fighters of the past, is able to just find that extra gear. He's able to just accelerate and really just find the heart and find the energy, and find he's just got that will and that unbreakable sort of spirit about him, that even if he loses a couple of rounds or he loses a round, he comes back and he's able to dominate the following rounds, because that's exactly what he done with Tyson Fury. He won the early rounds. Tyson Fury came on stronger towards the middle of the fight, but then Oleksander Usyk, in those championship rounds when it really, really counted, and the fight might have been in the balance for some judges, he smashed it. He just came on strong and began to give Tyson Fury a beating in some of those rounds, and sort of ran away with it on points. And I think that is Usyk's style, and that is his superpower. It's the fact that he can be in a fight, he can lose rounds, he can get hurt, but he's never been down. I don't think. It's been down. I've seen as an amateur, but as a pro, he ain't really been down, and he's able to get hurt. And even there were times he was complaining to the referee about the low blows, and I always think that's a bad sign when you complain. But Usyk is able to mentally process that, go through that pain, get hurt, sometimes complain, sometimes moan a bit too much. But then when it's crunch time, he just gets down to business, gets the job done, and sticks it on you. And, Tyson Fury was unable to deal with that pace late on. He struggled. And while he has got a good engine for a big man, I think Usyk is just got another gear, whereas Tyson Fury is fit, he can fight for 12 rounds. Usyk is a guy that can fight for 12 rounds, and then when it's time to accelerate, when it's time to take it to that next level of pace and step it up and start throwing more combination, Usyk can do all that. Usyk can do all that, and he does all that being older than Fury and being a sort of smaller heavyweight. So yeah, fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to this. I think Tyson Fury does have a good chance to win, but I think what we saw last time out is probably that was probably the best chance he had to win. I think now Usyk, having gotten to know Tyson Fury now, and knowing where he's weak and where he's strong, and knowing the mistakes that he's made as the winner, I think Usyk's gonna take in that data, take in what happened that day, and use it to his advantage to win, and probably win perhaps more convincingly. Whereas Tyson Fury, I think another thing that makes me kind of doubt him is the fact that he had a load of confusion in the corner. So that corner made me wonder, well, what's your training setup like if that's your corner? If you can't even get it straight in the corner to where you have consistency, where you have a single voice, a trainer in the corner that you're listening to, and it's primarily listening to one guy. If you can't get that right in the corner, going into a fight against the best opponent you've ever faced, if you can't get that sort of thing right, then I worry about your training setup, and I worry about what's going to happen in the next fight, because going into the Usyk rematch, he's going to need clear and concise instructions. He's going to need genuinely good instructions. He's going to need to know what the plan is, what he's doing round by round, and you can't have three voices saying three different things, and then many times three contradictory things. You can't have that. So for me, that's a big concern about Fury. I don't know what his training setup is now, but if his training setup is the same thing, if his corner setup is the same thing, then that's just probably the death blow, when at least when it comes to dealing with Oleksander Usyk, because Usyk's just too good for you to not have your training set up right, and for you to not have the corner sorted out. You got to have those things sorted out, and you got to have that uniformity in that corner. Otherwise, you're just asking for it. You're just asking for trouble. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. Obviously, as we get close to the fight, we'll talk about it more. But that's just my opinion on it. I see the same winner coming out, and that being Oleksander Usyk. Let me know what you think about it. Perhaps you prefer Fury. You think Fury can turn it all around. Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, it's MKO Pugilism, over and out.